All right, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Monday, October 26th, 2020. Before I even get started, I want to bring this to your attention. It is critically important. There are people or a person out here who is impersonating me. If you go through the comments on my YouTube channel, you will see it looks like me, it says my name, and they're trying to refer you to a fund manager with a phone number. This is a scam. I would never refer you to a fund manager, or anything like that. All right, so when you see this kind of stuff, understand it's a scam. I reported this individual. I posted a snapshot of this all over my social networks. Also, there was all kinds of other scams that are being run on my YouTube channel. Be careful, all right? I know a lot of you understand this stuff, but be extra careful because there's a lot of craziness in this world and people looking to get over on you, okay? So keep this stuff in mind. All right, with that said, let's talk about this market. Right now, stocks are poised to drop at the open. There's a few things in play here. Now, let's talk about what they are. Yesterday, we heard from White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, who made a pretty profound statement. He said specifically that we are not controlling the coronavirus. This is absolutely contradicting the president who said we have control of the coronavirus. Now, I said, when this announcement came out, I wrote on all my social networks, I said, the market's not going to like this. Clearly, looking at stock futures, the market is not liking this statement. I am shocked so far that he hasn't come out and clarified his statement here. Look, this is another scam, this whole coronavirus thing. I think we all know that. Record high cases, at least that's what they're reporting. The market doesn't like this. Again, the market was promised a few things. We had this miracle drug, hydrochloroquine, but now the president's pushing another drug from Regeneron. There's some confusion there. We were told by the president we were going to get a vaccine. I don't know who wants one, but the market likes to hear about the vaccine. It really does. We were supposed to get one before the election. It was supposed to be great and tremendous. Didn't play out. And now we got Mark Meadows, White House Chief of Staff, completely contradicting the president. Market doesn't like this. This is uncertainty. This is why the market is falling under pressure this morning. And of course, there's the rhetoric, the nonsense, the absolute idiocy with this stimulus package. Again, the back and forth rhetoric. What's going on? Is it coming? Is it not coming? Look, this is all, again, by design to string the American people along, make them desperate, make them beg, as if they're not desperate right now. We have an economy in free fall. But again, this is a deliberate dysfunction. There's nothing about this that's by accident. So understand what they're doing here. It's the same narrative. They create a problem, they allow it to manifest itself, get people to beg for a solution, and then they offer a solution. This is about more debt for this market, period, and trillions of dollars. You all know that. I did a pretty extensive video yesterday, my Markets A Look Ahead segment, where I discussed a couple of big stories going on here. Bank of America coming out explaining the Fed will create inflation via a digital dollar. I explained to you yesterday that the Federal Reserve is saying that there's a possibility of a freezing of the credit markets. What does that mean? They're going to flood the debt market with more liquidity, buy more. That's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. I think you all get that. Let's go back to the market. So like I said, stocks are poised for a lower open here. Crude oil is getting hammered yet again. Okay, without crude moving up, this market is going to suffer. There's no doubt about it. You know how this works. Crude is the lifeblood of the military-industrial complex. It's the lifeblood of the entire energy sector. The financial sector is dependent on it, period. That's how it works. So that's what we're seeing here. The U.S. 10-year yield has dropped. It's still above 0.8, 0.81. Okay, it's still a good spot. But the fact that it has dropped, we got cash going back into the debt market. Remember I told you last week we had cash coming out of the debt market? It was looking for a place to go. Well, it got scared and now went back into the debt market. Now we're getting a knee jerk into the dollar. That's not stock market positive. We have a couple of things weighing against the market this morning. Again, crude oil down. We got 10-year yield lower, means cash is going back into the debt market. We have the knee jerk into the dollar. These are stock market negatives. Then we got this comment from White House Chief of Staff here, totally contradicting the president. I'm surprised he hasn't, again, been taken out to the woodshed and told to, fix that. Maybe he will today, and the market will probably respond positively. I really don't know, but we're going to have to watch this here. Look, we're going to play this accordingly no matter what happens. I promise you that. And if you are a subscriber to my newsletter, you'll know even more. Okay, so we have a few things weighing against this market. Let's talk about cryptocurrencies, which are flat. Bitcoin is like 13,100 and change. You got silver right now under a little pressure. Gold is slightly higher, slightly, I would say more like flat. So we have an interesting play here this morning with regard to this market. Let's keep our eyes on these things. People, look, expect volatility here, especially when you got conflicting stories from a White House Chief of Staff, and then you got the president here. Uncertainty in this market is not good. The market wants to hear, true or not, the market wants to hear people on the same page. When you have the president's chief of staff and the president himself saying different things, the market doesn't like it. The market is extremely sensitive here, especially coming up on this election. Let's talk about the election real quick. Gerald Celente, who is arguably the greatest transforecaster on the planet Earth. Okay, the guy is, I know him personally. You all know that. I write for the Trends Journal. I love Gerald Celente. I've always loved him. He's a very passionate guy, and his track record is second to none. Gerald Celente believes that the president will win a second term. Okay, for you lions out here, we got that covered. I told you, number one, I don't really care who wins. Number two, it's all about the market. And I already have a strategy. No matter who wins, we are going to win. I promise you that. I got your back. There is no doubt. So if Trump wins, we're covered. If Biden wins, we're covered. That's all that matters. This whole thing is a charade. It's all fake. It really is. I think you all get that here. It's a matter of protecting ourselves, the people we care about, our families, staying together as a pride, all of us, whether you're a trader or not. We got to come together on a lot of things, and we're going to. All right, so anyway, in summary, stocks are set for a lower open. I explained to you why. Uncertainty, conflicting views on what's happening with the charade scamdemic here. This thing is out of control. And I'm not talking about the virus itself. I'm talking about the rhetoric, the nonsense, the fakery. It's too much. The environment we are in is, I mean, you can't even describe this. It's too out there. If you were to try to write this stuff down and sell this as a novel, it wouldn't work. It's that, frankly, idiotic. All right, so look, like I said, keep an eye on these things. I will keep you on top of this market. I promise you this. I've done this for the longest time. I will continue to do that. If you are a subscriber to my newsletter, there is a link in the description of this video. You will be more in the know than anybody else out here with regard to this market. I promise you that. So if you have not subscribed yet, please do it. All right, with that said, I'm out of here. It's going to be a crazy day. I'll see you later.